Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Big Lair here on Jack's Private Coffee Corner. I've been kind of quiet the last few days. I think it's been about 6 days since I put a video up. I've been working a lot, got a lot of stuff going here, and on top of all that, I really wanted to finish this book of poetry that I'm working on. And I talked to everybody about this other realm, this other reality, these beings that I had met, and the communications I had with them. And I finally finished my book. It's not very long. I think it's 30 pages or something. I just finished the ebook. It's up on Amazon. It's live and it's published. And if you have Amazon Prime, I think that's what it is, Amazon Prime, you can read it for free. I've enrolled it in that program. So those of you with Amazon Prime can read my book for free. The title is Poems for a Dark, Eerie Night. Yeah, and the subtitle is Poetry from a Fifth Dimension. Okay. And I think while I'm talking here, probably I've got a video or something or a picture of the book that will show up on the screen so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, and I'm also working on an audio book. I had no idea all the stuff that goes into an audio book. You've got to think about the room tone and staying within a certain decibel range and getting rid of all kinds of extraneous noises, such as my seat squeaking here maybe, and possibly the cars going by out the window there, birds chirping and whatnot. So I'm working on that. What I'll do first for all of you is I'm going to just try reading one of the poems using my setup here that I use for my videos, just my simple mic and iPhone here. And I'll read one and see how the quality is. We'll go from there. Sounds good, huh? Okay, so, let's see, today, I didn't give the date. Today is October 22nd for me. It's exactly 3:30 p.m. for me. This is a Tuesday, and it's a national holiday here in Japan. Why? Because the new emperor is officially being enthroned on this day. So the whole country gets off today. Everyone's pretty happy about that. Although I believe in Tokyo, Typhoon number 20 is rolling through there, so they've got a lot of heavy rain, and I would guess that would affect the ceremony somewhat because it's very traditional and has, drummers and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure somebody has figured out how to deal with all of that. Today my drink of choice is water. Okay, so a lot's been going on recently. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from my last couple of videos. Some people have asked about orgonite, and I've been gathering up some of my orgonite. I actually have it planted around where I live. Actually, it's in the ground. Some of it's not. Some of it's around. Let's see if I have one in front of me here. Yes. This is a very tiny one, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. This one here actually has gold in it. It has some metal shavings. Oh, you can't really see the back of it here too well, I'm guessing. Sorry. Anyway, it's not that big. Here's the palm of my hand, and here's where it is. So it's quite small. It's got crystal in it. It's got some bronze coiling, and it's got the metal shavings. It's got a few other stones and some actual gold shavings. I think there's some 14 karat gold and some 18 karat gold shavings. This was made for me by someone a number of years ago, and I don't know if the guy wants me to give his name, so I won't give his name, but he was a very famous psychic in California. I don't want to give too much information. He was, he did the rounds on Oprah and all the shows on TV. Very awake individual. And from what I could gather, He was just too good, and he figured out what was going on behind the scenes with all these different elites and stuff. And up until that time, it seems like he was a very favored individual who led a very, what can I say, a very comfortable lifestyle, we'll put it that way. Then he realized all these things that are going on behind the scenes and started asking questions, started writing about it, and had the kibosh put on him, had his family destroyed, lost all of his businesses, all of his money was taken away, no longer asked to be on the Oprah show. You can imagine, right? And I met him because I found out through a mutual acquaintance that he was selling his library of books. So I put in a bid on his library, and I got, I think, more than half of his books I was able to get. Very interesting books, like a lot of esoteric stuff. Some of them were very, very old, very rare books. Maybe like one is from India. There were only 200 books printed in that printing, in that edition. So I believe there were only 200 books made in the whole world, and I have one of them. And it deals with, a lot of esoteric stuff, meditation, other realities, magic, psychic abilities, astrology. There were a lot of books on masonry. Yeah, you name it. Very interesting collection of books. So anyway, and he was into making these orgonite devices, oddly enough. And I had just found out about orgonite and purchased these books from him, and then we kind of emailed back and forth through the buying and selling process. And then one day he just emailed me and said, I won't be able to email you again, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm sending you a couple of gifts. You will need these. And one of those was that little orgonite thing I just showed you there. And there were a few other things he sent me, which surely enough I did have to use. It gets into a very woo-woo situation, but so I have some very unique orgonite devices that do much more than just clear away negative energy from a room. So that's pretty fascinating, and maybe I should leave that for my talk on orgonite, because I want to show different kinds of orgonite, different shapes, and I should dig out these very interesting other two devices I have from this individual. Okay, that's all I got for now. I just wanted to give you a quick update to say I have my book is out. So those of you who would like to get an early sample of this fifth dimension reality and the story behind it, it's available on Amazon. And like I said, if you have Kindle Unlimited, or what is it, Kindle Prime or Unlimited, I forget what it's called. It's different in Japan than America. You'll be able to read the ebook for free. And I'm working on getting a paperback version set up. I've submitted all of that, but it takes a little bit, Amazon needs a little bit of time because they have a computer go through it first, and then an actual human looks over your book. So I'm very happy with the Amazon process. It's a lot to figure out. Boy, there's so much to figure out. They give you lots of good advice, lots of good guidelines on what to do, and this is my third book that I've published, and there's just enough time between each of my books that I forget what I did to get the other one ready. So this is my third time that I had to spend a few days trying to figure things out again. But today I will make some notes for myself. That will not happen again. If anybody out there is going to make a book on Amazon and publish it, let me know. I may be able to give you some advice that will save you a lot of time. Trust me. Okay, everybody, I hope you're doing well. Sunny where I am. I hope it's sunny where you are. If you have some time today, spend it with the people you love. And that's all we can hope for, right? Okay, either today or tomorrow, I will be getting a video out with some crypto updates. There's lots of stuff going on in the crypto space. Someone also asked me about gold and silver. I can discuss gold and silver on my crypto video. I think that'd be a good way to do it. And yeah, that's all I have. Okay. Everybody take care.